friend, come on in. When you want dinner on the table fast, enchiladas are usually not the first thing that comes to mind. They are delicious, but they are messy to assemble. Tortillas tear if they are not warmed just right, and the rolling alone can feel like more effort than a weeknight deserves. So today, we are skipping the rolling entirely and making something that eats like enchiladas, but comes together with far less mess. This is a warm, comforting, enchilada-inspired casserole built for speed, simplicity, and freezer-friendly ease. Let's start with tortillas. Use what you like. We prefer flour tortillas here. They are not traditional, but they are flexible, forgiving, and easy to work with. Corn tortillas are classic, but they usually need to be warmed, dipped in sauce, and handled carefully to keep them from cracking. Since the goal today is efficiency without sacrificing flavor, we are skipping all that and we are using tortillas for what they do best, which is laying flat and holding everything together. Start by adding a thin layer of enchilada sauce to the bottom of your casserole dish. I am using salsa verde, but red enchilada sauce works just as well. This first layer of sauce does two things. It prevents sticking and it ensures the casserole is seasoned from the very bottom. Lay in enough tortillas to make a single layer, tearing or trimming them as needed so they fit. Think of this like building a lasagna rather than rolling individual enchiladas. The structure does the work for you. For the filling, I am using leftover taco seasoned chicken from an earlier meal. This is something I do on purpose. When we grill or roast chicken, I often make extra so it can become an easy second meal. Cooked chicken, taco meat, or rotisserie chicken all work here and they all freeze well, which makes this casserole especially practical. On top of the meat, add what makes sense for your pantry. I am adding rinsed canned beans for extra substance and protein. These are plain, unseasoned beans, but refried beans can work too if that is what you have. We love corn, so I am adding a handful of frozen corn straight from the freezer. It adds sweetness and texture without any extra prep. Sometimes I add chopped canned jalapenos or a splash of hot sauce for heat. Finish the layers with some sauce and a sprinkle of cheese so everything stays cohesive as it bakes. Add another layer of tortillas, then repeat the filling. You can make this as thick or thin as your dish allows. For the final layer, add a little sauce and then finish with cheese. I did this backwards and quickly remembered that sauce spreads much more easily before the cheese goes on. At this point, the casserole is ready to cook or freeze. Cover it tightly and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 45 minutes. Keeping it covered allows the tortillas to soften evenly and the filling to heat through without drying out. Then uncover it and let the cheese melt and brown for another 10 to 15 minutes. If you are baking straight from frozen, plan on extra time, up to an extra hour, and check that the center is hot before uncovering. Once it comes out of the oven, let it rest for about 10 minutes. This helps it set up slightly, though it will still be a little messy. That looseness is part of what makes it feel comforting rather than fussy. Serve it with sour cream or crema for a cool, creamy contrast. There is no rolling, no cracked tortillas, and no fiddly assembly here. This is about flavor, speed, and practicality. Some days, the extra work is worth it. On busy days, this casserole earns its place. It is quick to assemble, freezer-friendly, and deeply comforting in the way enchiladas are meant to be, just without the extra steps. Not traditional, but warm, hearty, and exactly what a busy day calls for.